Hello, I'm Jamal Swift and welcome to Tech Talk. Today I'm very excited to welcome Aya Takamoto to the show. She's program manager of Robofun, a company that provides after-school programs for children in technology and media. Aya, how's it going?
It's going well, thanks. How are you?
Thanks for having us here.
Absolutely.
So tell me about Robofun.
So Robofun is, just like you said, we're a small company located on the Upper West Side. We run after-school and in-school programs in a variety of different technologies. And we're currently working in about 70 programs all across New York City.
So what's the age group of the children?
Sure. So we have programs for pre-K through 12th grade.
Oh, okay, all right. So when did the school start? When did this program start? How long has it been?
The company's been around for quite a bit, probably about 17 years now. It's moved locations. We've been in the Upper West Side for about three or 4 years.
Right. Where other locations is it in?
It's just our one kind of headquarters location on the Upper West Side, but our 70 programs all across everywhere but Long Island and Staten Island.
Oh, okay. So it's in like schools or?
Yeah, schools, public schools, private schools, charter schools. We work with YMCAs, we work with libraries, different other youth development organizations and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what type of people work for you guys? Your professors or teachers?
So we have a staff of about 30 part-time teachers, and they are, let's see, a lot of them are graduate students. Maybe they're getting their master's in education or in computer science or in game design. We also have quite a few teachers who were classroom teachers in the past. So they're certified to teach, but right now they're going after their own creative pursuits, and so they teach for us part-time. And then we have other people who are, maybe they're freelance web designers or animators and things like that.
Okay, that's interesting. So what's the level of the, for each grade that they learn? Like how does it,
Well, it varies. So if you take something like Lego Robotics, we have a pre-robotics curriculum that's geared towards kindergarten and first graders. And so they don't do any programming. They don't use computers in those, but they simply build simple machines. They learn about gears and electricity and energy. And then starting first, second grade and up, they'll start doing, we have a couple of different softwares that we use to teach them programming and coding on the computer. So it's kind of scaffolded in that way.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
Barely knew how to read in the second grade. So in the 12th grade, what type of projects do they produce?
Well,
how complicated is that?
Sure, they can get pretty sophisticated. So the robot that we have here is probably simple enough that an upper elementary student could build and design and program it, and then when they get up to the 12th graders, it means that they're doing something like so this robot can use its sensors to detect things in its environment and then respond to that.
Can I see?
Sure, a 12th grader could maybe use the sensors as gathering data, and they can do much more complex coding. So maybe they'll have several different lines of code, and so that part can get much more sophisticated and complicated.
So what grade level made this that you brought for the demo today?
I actually don't know the student who actually built it, but I would assume 3rd or 4th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's see what a 3rd grader did.
Sure. So
first, show me how to do it.
Sure. So with this robot, this is an ultrasonic sensor. It's a distance sensor, so it can sense how far away things are. And then this over here is a touch sensor. It's basically like a button, so it knows when the button is being pressed.
Is there a stop button, just in case?
It's not a stop button. It will, however, tell the robot to go in a different direction. So I created a program on the computer and downloaded it to the robot. And so the program that I created tells the robot to go forward until it sees something in front of it, and then it'll go backwards until this button is pressed, and then it'll kind of go back and forth. And that way it can avoid obstacles.
Okay, so let's start.
Are you ready for it? Okay.
Let me see if I can keep up with this thing.
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe a 3rd grader made this.
There you go. Sometimes, that's good. Okay. And then we can turn it off with this button here.
Yeah.
Nice, good.
Okay, so for the program, what do you want the kids to take away from this program?
There's a lot of teamwork and communication skills involved. And I think one of the most interesting things is that they, as opposed to being handed a list of problems and being told to solve them, when they're working with the technology and given challenges, given robotic challenges, for example, then different problems and different issues will come up organically. So then the children learn a lot about creatively thinking through those problems and how to solve those problems on their own. And so that's really fun for them.
That's great.
I think.
That's great. So how can a child get into the program?
So we're located at 102nd and Broadway. You can go to our website, robofun.org, to get more information about the programs we run there. We run after-school programs as well as weekend programs, and we have different workshops and birthday parties and things like that. But you can also go to our website to find contact information for myself or any of my colleagues to bring the program out to any school in New York City that is interested in having Robofun.
It's such a great program. Do you guys think you will expand and teach adults?
You know, we've had a lot of requests for that, actually, but at the moment we're focusing on the children. But sometimes we have fun events for our own staff to develop their skills in the technologies as well. So.
All right, perfect. Well, if you guys ever start a program for adults, call me. Let me know.
I will. I will absolutely. Right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. And thank you guys out there for joining us. And if you know any children or have any children that you think would be interested in Robofun, bring them down. All right. Thanks for joining us.